Hello everybody and welcome to Feel Better Eating. This is a whole food plant-based experience that has the intention of educating you about the health benefits of eating plants in your diet, showing you new recipes and encouraging you to try them. And Catherine, what's the third one?
Have fun.
Have fun in the kitchen, that's the best. We're here with a certified banger of a recipe. It's very simple. It's going to continue on with the theme of sweet, healthy desserts, which is something we both thoroughly enjoy. Yeah. It is snowing outside today, but this will be no bacon involved.
Yeah.
So just wanted to touch on that. But Catherine, welcome to the show. Welcome everybody here in Michigan City. Thank you all for joining us. Catherine, how are we doing?
I'm doing great. I thought it was funny that I picked a no-bake dessert for today. I didn't expect it to be snowing, but a first snow of the season.
Oh, the sneezing? The old snow sneezing?
Really couldn't sneak up on us, so... But this will be really delicious nonetheless, and it's still a recipe that I think highlights the holiday season.
Definitely.
So it's going to be a no-bake pecan pie bar. And so I know I like a good pecan pie over the holidays. This is just a simple rendition of pecan pie where it utilizes the ingredients to make you feel like you're eating a pie, but you're not really eating a pie. It's bars. So I don't know. It's going to be delicious. I just know it. And it's so simple. You could have these ingredients in your house and put this together in like 10 minutes, which we're going to show you here today.
Right, we're on the clock then. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Right, the crust. What's going on into the crust?
So the crust base is going to be rolled oats. We recommend getting an organic, non-GMO, gluten-free oat when you can. We just have good old Millville today, but it will work just fine. If you don't have rolled oats and you have oat flour, I could see that working just as fine in the recipe. It's just I think that having the oats whole like this is going to add just a different texture to it. So we have 1.5 cups of rolled oats.
Easy peasy. Next up, we've got almonds.
Almonds are a really healthy fat. They've been cultivated for over 6,000 years, so obviously as a human race, we know they're good for us and that we enjoy eating them.
And why are we adding almonds?
Well, because they're a healthy fat, healthy protein, and they're also going to be a different texture than the oats. They're a bit of like a crunch when you have it in your recipe.
Next up, we've got maple syrup. We use this often. Why do we use this in most of our sweet recipes, Catherine?
Because it's a natural sugar.
Oh, quiz question. Ding, ding, ding. Quiz time. Catherine, hit them with the question.
Okay. Who do you think produces more maple syrup? The United States or Canada?
Is it the U.S.?
We've got a vote for the U.S.
We have the vote for the U.S., but that is a very good guess. It is Canada. Quebec produces...
That was the bonus question.
Oh, shoot. So we didn't say there was a bonus question.
Cut. Which city?
Okay. I already said Quebec. I didn't say the percentage, did I?
It's Quebec.
Yeah.
We all win on the second row. I don't even know.
I wish we could just give you a whole jar of maple syrup. Okay. They produce 70% of the global maple syrup sold on the world, so that's crazy. Well, 70%, that's a lot of maple syrup. But to touch on what you said, maple syrup was originally started in North America, in the United States, and it was a Native American sweet. They used it as a flavoring for their dishes. Like, they didn't use salt as much as they used maple syrup because that's what they had available to them, and they would use stones and whatnot. And then when the Europeans came over, they're like, wow, looks really great. Here, you can use these irons if you teach us how to make maple syrup. Yeah, iron pots. Oh, great.
And what are the benefits for maple syrup as a sugar choice?
Well, because it's a natural sugar, your body can process it more effectively. And I just tend to think, like, if your ancestors are eating a certain food, that your body's adapted to it, it handles it better. It like can get it passed on through your genes and how you handle foods. And I think maple syrup is just one of them ancestral foods that just our body readily takes.
Next up, we've got cinnamon, and if you've got the recipe here, it says in brackets or 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. I wouldn't recommend testing that in this recipe.
I have that on my template for some reason.
And it just says two cinnamon, but it's 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. So that's the first typo you've ever made.
Yeah, honestly, that's the first whoopsie.
Second.
I must have just been, I don't know what I was doing when I was making this recipe, but 2 cinnamon.
2 cinnamon.
Whatever
no
that
garlic.
means.
2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
2
tablespoons of cinnamon.
I think 2 teaspoons. I mean, 2 tablespoons is a lot.
Oh,
Cinnamon.
teaspoons. That's what I put. 2 teaspoons.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with teaspoons
Yeah,
here.
we can do it.
And if we need more, we can add more. We went into a whole history of cinnamon a few shows ago, which was
We
really
did
good.
do that.
Yeah.
And then finally, we're just going to do half a teaspoon of sea salt.
Sea salt. This is gonna be a really crunchy mixture. So usually, like in crusts like this, when we do no-bake desserts, we usually add coconut oil to it. And today we're not adding coconut oil because we just wanted to change it up, try something different. And we've had a lot of feedback with people being allergic to coconut or
Somehow not liking
coconut. So to each their own, this is a way that you can make a crust without coconut oil. So this is going to be kind of a grind, like a loud grind. So excuse us as we blend this and
For a
pulse
loud
this.
grind. A little spoon.
Yeah, we're going to have to mix that up a bit. That's a big one.
Yeah, it's doing it though. You need to hook it in there.
Yeah, you kind of just have to push it back down into the middle.
Yeah, if you got a food processor, a bigger one would probably be easier than this little small one. But this is what we got. It's loud, isn't it? You
Yeah.
say that every time, but it really is a loud machine.
So usually as well, why I add coconut oil to these types of no-bake recipes is because it works as a binder and it holds things together more effectively. But it seems like...
You're talking yourself into putting coconut oil back in the recipe.
No, because the coconut oil's in the fridge, so there's just no
Oh.
way we're going to be able to use it today.
This is
We got,
getting there.
really, yeah.
What sort of texture are we looking for, Catherine?
You want it to be a bit, you want it to be sticky.
Oh, it's going to be sticky. It's got maple syrup.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's like driving a car trying to get
It's working though.
Yeah. I think the mixture between what you're saying, the maple syrup, and maybe the fat from the almonds is releasing a bit when you break it up because, I mean, that's how you get almond butter. It's just by grinding up almonds. It has fats in it.
A lot of fat. Yeah.
So I think that's what's happening here, a mixture of the
Lot-
maple syrup and the
lot
fat from
sticky.
the almonds. Alright, so I mean, it could be a bit more of a
Bit more.
crunchier crust. If you press it down though, you're still just going to get the bottom. It's not going to just
No.
miraculously get the top.
It might.
Okay. Alright.
Miracles happen.
You do, you do.
See?
I feel you. Okay, so that is pretty, you can obviously grind this up as much as you want.
That looks good to me.
We're just gonna leave this with a bit of a bite to it so it's not mushy.
Take that out. And you can use this really any pan size, correct?
Yeah, you can use a circular one. This is just what it recommended is like about an 8x8 square pan.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
good.
yeah, that is gooey, isn't it? Without any oil, right on. Well, oil from the almonds, no extra oil.
No extra oil. Right, do you want to start pressing that down?
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
get
you should get a rubber
Yeah,
spatula.
get one, yeah. So explain what you're going to do here.
I'm just gonna press it down like into a crust. As you can see, it's really quite firm and sticking with texture well. It's sticking to the spoon, it's so sticky.
What weaponology would you like here?
That one.
Ooh, I thought you'd have chosen that.
I think it's sticking to the spoon too much, maybe.
You have something to spray on the back of the spoon?
No, we don't.
This will help more than I think.
Oh, that'll work there, look at that. So,
I'm
yeah,
just trying to evenly push it
Distribute.
down, yeah.
looks a pretty good amount though.
Yeah, definitely.
And how big is this?
I think it's 8x8.
I could see that, yeah.
It looks pretty standard size.
Yeah, that little gap there.
I know, I don't know what to do. It like seems to be clumping in the different spots. Oh, there we go.
There you go, spread it over.
If I go like that, it seems to be working
Yeah.
a little bit better.
And if you need to slide it into the middle, that's all right. Yeah, that looks good there. That's a lot stickier than you expected, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I want to make sure that it's really nice and pressed so that when I'm going to cut it, the crust just doesn't fall apart. That's what I'm really trying to go for here as well.
Press it down.
Pressing and
Having a big
pressing
press
it
would be
together.
useful, wouldn't it? An 8x8 wooden press.
What is that? How did that get in there? Shame on you. It could have been both of us.
You had the typo, I had this. 1 for 1.
1 for 1. At least I found it. I don't want anyone eating How did that even get in
I
there?
don't know, it's not even from this, it must have been inside the somewhere.
I don't know.
I don't know, that's bizarre. Anyway.
This is taking longer to press than I thought.
Well, it looks good though.
Yeah, it does, so. You can definitely see the chunks of oats and almonds in there, which is nice. Nice chunky crust.
Right, I'll take that.
Okay.
Oh, you got more there, look.
I think if you had like parchment paper as well, you could use that and push it down. So we're gonna put that in the freezer and hopefully that will help it settle and stick together a little bit more while we make the next layer.
You could probably use pecans or walnuts too.
Oh yeah.
Walnuts,
Walnuts.
cashews, whatever nut you have, just go for it.
So we'll leave this in here, right? Or do you want me to just scoop it
Yeah,
out?
whatever, I don't care. I think,
I'll just scoop that bit out.
are you gonna eat it?
Not on camera.
Well, just tell us how it tastes and put the spoon in the
Really?
sink. Yeah, let us know what it does it taste okay?
It's good.
Okay. Does it taste cinnamony?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it?
It's nice. I'd eat that just by itself.
There you go. Yeah, I can see like that being a good ball recipe where you just form it into a ball and it's a
Chia
snack
seeds
throughout
and
the
that.
day. Yeah, you can add flaxseed, chia seeds.
Get rid of that.
Wow, it is just really sticky over here.
Maple.
The maple syrup has gone everywhere. For better or for worse. Okay, so the next is a caramel layer. We've made this a few.
Caramel.
So
Caramel.
what? So yours is caramel.
Caramel.
Caramel. Oh, whatever. So we've made this a few different times, but this one's gonna be a slightly different rendition. So for the caramel layer, our main ingredient is gonna be Medjool dates, which is one of our favorite sweeteners, snacks, fruits,
Just general
just
entities.
ancient greatness. And we went ahead and double checked on the internet today before we came here that Medjool dates are suggested for people with diabetes in moderation because it has the fiber in it that allows you to process the sugar more effectively.
Yeah, it has a low glycemic index,
That's the word, yeah.
which is good. And it's very stable sugar as well, so. Again, the oldest cultivated fruit in the world for a reason.
Yeah.
Right, we're putting in there just a quarter cup of water. This
Yeah.
will help.
Because you can soak your dates beforehand. Do you guys have any questions? So you can soak your dates beforehand and that will also loosen them up, but we're just gonna add water now. And we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla
Why are we adding this?
for euphoric feelings. Oh, extra vanilla in there for us, that came out very fast. That's gonna help with euphoric feelings and just, I love the taste of it
And then more
personally.
salt.
Just a bit more salt because you
Oh,
think
that's
about,
good stuff, isn't
when you think of caramel, you think of
it? Salty caramel.
salted caramel. So super simple. We're just gonna blend this up now again.
Easy peasy. Close your ears.
A recipe of blending.
Which is the.
Oh, you forgot that thing
Oh.
explodes. You gotta really hold it down. That
I'll
got
hold
everywhere.
that. I'll hold it down. You press
Okay,
it.
you press it. Did we put too much water in it?
Maybe.
Oh well. All right. Let's just about. Oh god.
Oh, Lordy.
This is soaked.
We need to start a new
We can
fun-
use the recipe to soak up the extra water.
We need to start pass the hat around at the end for a new blender that's waterproof.
No,
It's-
that
it-
still needs to be blended.
Yeah,
is what
yeah, yeah.
it needs more help. Well, we may have lost a lot of vanilla.
Nah,
I can
that
smell
was
the
just
vanilla,
water.
but- Wow, see that's getting nice and mushy and well blended and goopy. So it's kind of like
Do you think more
caramel.
blender?
Just do a few more minutes, I
Few
suppose.
minutes.
I
We've
mean,
got
a
minutes.
few more.
No one's got minutes left of that.
Couple hundred whirls around the wind.
This is the last blender.
Once
Alright.
again, we should reach out to Kilitos and be like, what is the deal?
Yeah.
Maybe the
supposed to-
sponge would have been a little bit more.
Ah, well, we're in now.
Okay. Thank you for the Grace Learning Center for always supporting us
I'll get the.
with clean towels and helping us do the dishes. So that was barely any time in the freezer, but whatever. It could have made a difference. Oh, and then, you know, since it's snowing outside and it's winter, you could put it outside maybe, and that would help part of it for an
And
extended
just
period
fight
of time.
raccoons off as they're coming in.
The squirrels. Oh man, if you left this out for squirrels, they would be absolutely buzzing.
Yeah,
wouldn't
they would be buzzing.
Okay, so now we're just going to try to evenly place the caramel layer on top of
Oh yeah.
the crust. Ooey gooey. I almost feel like we need more dates, but we had a date problem.
The dates came from the store mouldy. That's what happened.
Moldy.
They were mouldy. They had.
That wasn't moldy. They had critters in them.
Yeah, they had larvae in them. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Don't get that brand from Walmart. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry brand. Whatever the one from California. That's never happened to us before, only with that brand. So
Yeah.
not recommend that. Thanks, hon. You did that so
I
much.
don't know what you were doing. It felt like you were in.
Well, because
Dates also have polyphenol, which is good inflammatory.
yeah,
It's an antioxidant. Yeah.
good
very
point. Also good for digestion.
true.
A
Yeah.
lot of things, magnesium.
I love them.
Magnesium. Yeah.
There's a
That's
great
something
tea.
putting on top is for all that, because I got slow digestion issues and stuff.
Hmm.
And
When I eat dates, I feel like they support my digestion.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And especially like when you're craving something sweet after you eat a savory dinner or lunch, you grab a date and it'll have the enzymes and the fiber and all of the nutrients you need to support your digestion,
Yeah, I
which
eat-
is just great.
And well, me and my husband do too. We take a pecan and
Yeah.
split the date and then eat it together.
Oh yeah. Nice,
I love
yeah.
that too.
What a treat.
Yeah, it's a good. They're
Protein.
good grab treats. I eat a lot of dates before and after I work out or exercise.
that's why I'm asking these questions. 'cause
Oh, it's good. That.
Dates are really affordable at the store.
I would say they're better to buy in bulk though.
Yeah.
You can't eat the bag.
This is Medjool.
Yeah, these Medjools.
Medjool dates are better than the Delic ones or whatever.
Deglets.
All these has Medjool.
Yeah, most places sell Medjool
That's
dates.
what
Yeah.
must be mine.
You can get
They're
a
like the
There.
yeah the big ones. Yeah, the little Deglet dates are okay, but these are those little ones don't go in recipes as well like this because they're not big enough.
They have
I don't.
they sell
Yeah.
them at most grocery stores. They sell them at even Costco has a good organic date.
Right, I'll do this while we talk about.
Say that looks
pecans.
great.
And I'm going to put this in the freezer again. If
Well,
you're doing the,
no, it's kind
Yeah.
of just done. Okay.
because we'll talk about the nuts for
Okay,
5
alright,
minutes, just to
alright,
make it easy
alright.
to cook. If you're doing this at home, you can leave it in the freezer for up to 30 minutes to an hour because then it will really set. And if you are doing the recipe with coconut oil in, it will set even more. But for this show, we're just going to put it in for like 5 minutes while we talk about the nuts,
Okay.
and then bring it back out. And it's just
Do you think that the nuts will still go
Yeah,
on
they'll just
top
on
as
top.
effectively?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they will because it's still going to be squishy.
Yeah,
Dates
just
are
give it a
so
chance to grind a little bit for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Well, the nut of choice for this one is
Obvious is the pecan.
Pecan.
Yeah. So what do you guys say?
Pecan.
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 Pecan. So
We-
pecan. So you say I say
Pecan.
pecan.
You don't say pecan.
I've always said pecan.
I don't know about that.
Okay, so we had to settle this, and
We
we
haven't
looked up a
settled it.
video. Yes, we did because we looked up a video, and it says that usually in the British version is pecan, and the American version is
It's
pecan.
pecan.
But I've always said pecan, so why have I always said pecan?
I thought you said pecan,
I've
and I was
never
like,
said
it's not pecan.
pecan.
I think you took pecan off me, and then you claimed it. I think that's true. Really?
I don't.
I think you've forgotten about that. But the first time I heard pecan, I laughed. Do you remember? I was like, no one calls it that. You were like, it's what it's called, honey. And look at you've changed sides now.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
This is what 3 years of marriage does to me.
No,
I don't even know who.
don't bring marriage
I don't
into
even know how to talk anymore.
This is vocabulary.
I don't know what
Oh, I
is my
see, yeah,
language
yeah.
and what is your language anymore. Anyways,
These nuts here.
these nuts. That's from a,
Got 'em.
That's it from a video. Okay.
Tell us the history of these nuts beginning with P, Catherine.
All right. Well, does anyone have a guess of the origin of pecans?
The origin story. What?
Hint: it's similar to maple syrup.
Tell us.
Okay. So North America. So the Native Americans were cultivating pecans. I don't even know what to say anymore.
They called them parkane.
They called it Pecans, so Pacane, which translated to a nut requiring a stone to open. So, so they were growing along Central and Eastern North America, and the Native Americans were using them as a food staple throughout the winter. And so, obviously, then when the Europeans came over, they're like, wow, this is a really nice nut. And then they brought it to
Europe.
In the 1700s. And Thomas Jefferson, George Washington in the 1700s had pecan trees in their orchards. So it is so great that it is a North American nut. I just think that's so nice to be in a region where it is cultivated. And it makes me think of like Thanksgiving, because pecan pie is so popular during
it's so
Thanksgiving.
popular. I love pecan pie.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of that.
And it's like, oh, well, maybe because of the maple syrup and the pecans,
Yeah,
it's
we're
like
very
a
on
very
season.
Thanksgiving meal.
Definitely.
So, but they also said that they're found in the valleys of Mexico. So somehow, like through rivers and birds, they did
They
spread.
spread. And what are the health benefits of these?
Oh, so they're really good, healthy fat nut. They lower bad cholesterol and increase good cholesterol. So they're very heart healthy one. See, look, it says right there.
Oh, it does.
Heart smart, plant protein, antioxidant rich.
There you go.
And they're one of those
And
nuts.
delicious.
True that like you can eat just raw and you don't have to think about it as much. Like whereas cashews, we recommend that you soak them. Same thing for almonds.
Get pecans
really.
straight in.
Yeah. So I was going to talk about something else with the pecans, wasn't it? There's like a ton of different varieties of pecans, and they're all within the original names that Native Americans called them, which is really interesting to me.
And they're really, if you ever smoke meat or smoke food,
Oh, yeah, that
you
was
can
also
use pecan
one.
wood to smoke it, and it'll take the same flavour as what these taste like, which is pretty cool. And it translates a very strong flavour, so it translates well across the meal. You make furniture out of the wood as well.
Yeah, furniture. I remember.
Do a lot.
So now we're into another cultivation question.
Oh, go on.
Okay. Who do you think cultivates the most pecans
In the world.
in the global production?
Is it who is?
Yes. Very, very good guess, Robert.
Yeah.
It's actually Georgia.
Georgia has.
Georgia pecans.
I thought it was
There you go.
Arkansas.
Close enough.
Yeah, they produce like
Oh,
a
that's true.
heavy amount of the global pecan production,
Yeah.
which is just incredible.
It's the
Like,
right climate, isn't it?
yeah, God bless the United States with all the pecans.
Pecans. Come on, man.
Yeah, see,
Right.
USA grown. It says it on the package for this brand.
Right, get these on here then, show us the way.
Okay.
Do you want me to cut them up?
Yeah, these are from Georgia.
Oh,
No,
they're-
you can just keep them whole. So now we're just gonna make it look as nice as we want. So you can use pecan chunks. You can like grind them up, but I think it would look kind of nice to. I don't think it's gonna be enough to like layer it out as I am, but
There'll be enough there, definitely.
to cover the whole pan, you think?
Oh, yeah.
All right, you wanna help me then? I think it looks kind of cute when it's the whole halves like that. Has anyone ever tried to open a pecan?
What, one of these?
Yeah. It's not very easy, is it?
What, the nut?
Bitter stuff in the middle.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and it gets all over your hands.
It took them us a while to industrialize
Yeah, commercialising it.
the
process.
process of opening them. I mean, I tried to open walnuts for 1 year. Oh man, that was just, I don't know how they ever get a whole walnut out.
Have you ever tried what they called those walnuts we had?
They were black walnuts.
Have you ever tried a black walnut?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
Nice.
used to have to go with mom and dad through the country
Mhm.
and pick up the black walnuts.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And take them home and lay out newspaper in the basement
Uh-huh.
and let them dry out and then crack them and
Wow.
put them in a tin pie pan.
Uh-huh.
And then when we put a movie on, they would, and we'd all sit and eat the walnuts out of the shell.
Really? That's
Every
great.
Huh.
And you, what did
There
you
you
guys
go.
have a special way of opening them? Did you have like
With a hammer.
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 The little block of brick,
okay.
and then you just hit it with the hammer and
Wow.
it just cracked.
Did you guys have to wear gloves? The dye is so intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's incredible. That's awesome to hear.
Told you there'd be enough.
But you put them down there and let them dry out.
Yeah, the drying must help.
Weeks,
Yeah,
And then
weeks.
they're really
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
I wonder who like still does that. It's just such
Probably a
an
lot of
effort.
people, right?
Yeah. Now that homesteading is so
There you go.
popular again. Look how cute.
Wow.
So that way I feel like it helps make portions So like if you're going to a party and you just want little snack bites, maybe you just cut out like 2 or 1. Or if you want to go for like a bigger bar, you can include 3 or 4.
What do you want to show Kevin that with it?
Sure. I think that's like a really great dessert. So easy to make for the holidays. And then you've learned so many nice facts with us today. You could talk about maple syrup and pecans and quizzes, all about it. Oh, did you know that dates do this to your body? Yada yada.
Now we've got to see if we can get
The crust.
slice out.
The first piece is always the hardest, I think.
The first cut is the deepest, isn't
First
it?
cut's the deepest. Baby, I know. Is that how it goes?
I don't know. I've never heard that version. Have you? I've never heard that remix.
I thought that's how the song went.
Yeah.
I don't remember now. Okay, there we go. The crust is holding.
It's too
We've
easy.
got a holding crust.
It's too easy, really.
Great job, Joshua.
Never in doubt.
Oh, beautiful.
Get that out.
You got it, Kevin?
Look at that. That's only
Get a little bit
$6.
of that.
$6 a slice for you guys today.
I feel like this is a very affordable dessert as well.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything in here I'm like, wow, that's so much money. I mean, pecans aren't the cheapest nut, but
They're not, but
They're really
tasty as hell. Well, they are. And you get to argue with your wife for about at least what we've been at now. 45 minutes here, 20 minutes there, at least an hour of debate on how
Pecan
you've
versus
adopted my
pecan.
language. Now.
Oh.
But I've gone
This is
backwards.
gonna
I call it a pecan in the car. So we can't get stop.
Stop.
Right. There we go. Super simple, really easy, foolproof. I mean, we were talking about various things and it's taken us about 27 minutes to this point. So if you're doing this by yourself, with focus, probably get it done, as Kate said, in 10 minutes.
Really fast.
And then that can stay in the fridge until you're ready to eat it.
Yeah, store it in the freezer and then let it defrost before you eat it, or just store it in the fridge.
Yeah.
That's the best way for it to keep.
Wonderful. I'm really excited to try that. I'm going to try it right now.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a very good Thanksgiving treat. The Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
I agree. I think
and
it'll
you
be-
eat all of that heavy meal, and then afterwards, this would be a very digestive, healthy. See, like if you put these all on a plate, little platter, little snack size.
Little snack goes.
Wow, that's nice. I'm excited for you guys to try that. So let's
I
do
did
it.
another one. They're good.
All right, thank you for watching. You guys are doing great.
The recipe is available on the website as always. Very much recommend that. It's really good. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, everybody. Much love. Peace. Get that served up.
Yeah. Wow.
They're good. They are. Woo! Thank you to all of our show sponsors and supporters who make this show possible. The Healthcare Foundation of LaPorte, Grace Learning Center, Citizens Concerned for the Homeless, and ALCO, Access LaPorte County. We appreciate all of your support.